All right, Rocky, how are you?
Not bad, Charlie, mate. Not bad.
Welcome to Unfiltered Lives, the other side. How are you doing?
Thanks for having us. Not bad. Bit exhausted from work all week, but I've been psyching myself up this all week.
Brilliant. What would you rather be called? Would you rather be called Nathan or Rocky?
I think Nathan's too past time. It's Rocky even now.
It's Rocky then. All right, Rocky. How you feeling?
Good. Anxious.
How has work been this week?
Non-stop.
Non-stop?
Absolutely non-stop, mate.
What do you do for a living, Rocky?
Yeah, I'm a removals man. I'm under contract for Focus Removals based in Hartlepool on Maidstone, but I'm subcontracted out to the M.O.D most of the time. So I'm constantly at barracks, RAF, army. It differs week in, week out.
Rocky, we came across you in community links a couple of months ago when we were in speaking to Craig and Stephen, and I know me and Ian were absolutely magnetised, man, by you. Just the way that you looked, the way you came across. You were this kind of surreal figure. You've got all these tattoos, but when you get to speak to you, you're the most politest gentleman that we've come across.
It's very humbling. Thank you, Charlie, and who can't be here. Little shit house leaving us. No, it's a pleasure to be here with you, and it's been an epic couple of months. I've gone from down here to absolute here and up the absolute height of my life. And I've got a lot of gratitude, and not just for myself, but for people that have links like Craig, Steaky is Paddy from Tackling Addictions, what absolute legends they are, and top blokes, and then obviously extended family outside of links, obviously yourself, Ian, Coops. And it's brilliant. I put my daily posts on Facebook.
You do?
I get my daily replies every day, it's the same people every day, but then it's getting out there, I've had people from Luton. I've had someone from Luton, their messages reaching out to us. Ivor is a parishioner, and basically he's reached out to us saying, like, I've seen your interview on BBC with Tackling Addictions and Community Links, and I've just got to let you know that we totally on my head down here. We're all rooting for you. We're all obviously always looking out for your posts, and that's how far it's getting. And it's getting further and further by the day, and so is my confidence. Yeah. And that's due to the work I'm putting in myself, but the work I'm accepting now. I've never accepted help, but now I am. And I've got all these amazing friends and mates. They're a family. It's more like a brothers in arms, It's awesome.
Let's get to know the person. Let's get to know you. Yeah?
Yeah.
Take me back to your younger days. What were you like in your younger days?
Try much. I come from what wasn't a rough area. It was exciting growing up in the area I grew up in, growing up as a young lad. I was in with all the top lads all the time, we were absolute little shits, little toy rags, playing football, putting windows through footballs. It was never antisocial behaviour, throwing stones and shit like that, It was a boys being boys, but we were boisterous boys, So we were constantly getting into bother. But we were always playing football as well together. So again, it was like that boy. It was just like a boy. It was, I don't know. It was hellish, But then over time, we sort of like drifted away from each other. Me being the oldest of the group, I was like a year older than the rest of them, But me being the oldest, I settled down early days with my missus, Sam, who I'm with now. I've got 3 beautiful kids to her.
Oh, brilliant.
2 girls and a boy.
What was your schooling like?
School was hard. It was very hard. I had a really bad speech impairment growing up.
Really, did you?
Yeah. It didn't sort itself out. I was maybe 10 or 11. So I got targeted for that a lot. But then growing up in the area I grew up on Millbank Road, and I was fucking targeted for that a lot.
Yeah.
Not by like kids, by teachers as well. The teachers make snarly jokes and stuff.
Did you have a stammer?
Yeah, really bad stammer, really bad stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. But you know, over time I just learned to block it out. But I was going about the wrong way. I was going home angry all the time. But when I was going back into school angry the day after.
Yeah.
You know, so it was just it was a vicious circle. But I didn't really enjoy school.
Because of the stammer?
Yeah, up until year 9.
Yeah.
Where I finally thought, you know, I've fucking had enough.
Yeah.
And I just lashed out. I hit my teacher. But from hitting my teacher from that day, I got a lot of respect. Because a lot of the lads saw what happened and they thought, like, you know, he's not fucking, he's not worth, like, putting him through this, do you know what I mean? He's worth more, clearly. And obviously that's where I started getting in with the lads. But then my confidence grew higher as I got slightly older, but when I sort of dipped against a massive mental health decline. But,
how did you get over the stammer?
To be honest with you, I've no idea. I've done it. I've done it on my own.
Yeah.
It's just grew out of it, I suppose. I grew out of it. So, but yeah, it was hard work, and I did take a lot of shit for it.
Yeah.
But, you know, I wouldn't be lucky. I wouldn't be the way I am today.
Yeah.
You know, for taking that shit and getting through it.
So your schooling and that was a wee bit anxious. I don't mean a wee bit. It was really anxious
it was
because
up and down,
because impediment. And the only way that you knew, man, was to lash out to the teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. As well as going on and lashing out while I was I'd go and put holes in my walls and stuff.
Could you describe that anger? That you know that.
It was more hurt than anything else. It was sadness, and the only way I could filter that emotion was like through anger and through lashing out. I didn't know which way to go about it. I was misdiagnosed. I was sorry, not misdiagnosed. I was just never diagnosed. Teachers and other professionals tried to get me put up to camps and stuff for autism and stuff. But obviously nothing ever came about it. But still here we am today. I fought my corner and I'm here today.
Yeah. I loved what you just said there. You know, you weren't angry.
Yeah.
You know, that was absolutely beautiful. Talk me through then, so you leave school, and a wee birdie told me that you had been in the paper, had a house caught on fire.
It was just hanging about one of the boys. It was late at night and we were going back to my house because we were going to go and have a couple of drinks, be lads, have a game of FIFA, whatnot, you know, and plans were changed massively. I was walking down, obviously, down the street where I lived, and I'd noticed smoke come out downstairs window.
So is this in Hartlepool?
Yeah, it was in Hartlepool, Perth Street. It's not there no more now. It's where the new build's on Raby Road. But basically, I'd seen the smoke coming out the window, and I'd start praying on the window because I knew Molly, the old man who lived there. He was 79, 80-year-old, alcoholic. But he didn't know what day it was most of the time. But for some reason, he had his grandbairn with him, 18-month-old Jane. And basically, one thing led to another. I'd obviously got my head switched on, ran home, got a hammer out the house to put the door window through to try and get access to the door. I couldn't do that. So I put the downstairs windows so the smoke would escape. And then a neighbour brought a ladder over for us, and I climbed up the ladder, opened the window wide up the top and got through the ladder. I got through the window myself. I was only 17, just about 10, 18-year-old. And I'd got access to the house and I couldn't hear or see no life upstairs, you know, so I made my way downstairs, found a fire in the back kitchen. He must have had no gas or something on our electric on because he set a dustbin on fire and the kitchen caught fire. So I've made my way into the front room and it's just thick with smoke. I can't see fuck all, you know what I mean? But all I can hear is this noise, this cry. So I'm obviously going further into the front room and it was just, look, I walked into her. She was stood in the middle of the front room with like a little blanket around her, crying, you know. And I picked her up, I swooped her up and I fucking ran. You know, I got the front door open, sorry. I got the front door open and ran out, and by the time I got out, one of my neighbours was out, and I passed the burn to her, and she'd obviously took her to safety, made sure she was alright and stuff, and the ambulance and the fire crew were not long after. But I had to fight with the grandfather to get him out. He'd start throwing bats at us.
Really?
And he was refusing to come out the house, so he was obviously pissed out his head.
Did you have to go back in again?
Yeah. Obviously, I wasn't leaving him. I knew he was in there because she was in there.
So you went back in?
Yeah. By this point, though, he was refusing to come out, and I'm trying to obviously fight for my safety as well as his. You know, so I had to throw him. I had to throw him out the door, literally out the door for him, and I broke his shoulder. And he tried to get me done for assault. Yeah, but yeah, I managed to get him out with the help of one of the lads, Glenn, one of my neighbours. But yeah, it was just all happened like so fast, you know. One minute I was walking home half pissed, and then the next minute I was sober as a judge for running in a burn house. But,
wow, mate.
And a couple of weeks down the line, I was awarded a medal off Archbishop of Devon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I don't know where it went. I packed up and moved that many times. Just I've lost a lot of my belongings.
That is some story for a 17-year-old. That's a very switched on 17-year-old to be doing that.
Thank you. It's one of my most proudest achievements, to be honest with you, along with my 3 kids. But, yeah.
Walk me through your teenage years and going into your early 20s.
Yeah. Well, from the fire, obviously, I'd sort of, I was suffering with PTSD.
From the fire?
Yeah. I suffered majorly for about maybe 2 or 3 years. And I went off the rails altogether. I was out every week, full of full of coke, full of drink, you know. The bouncers and stuff knew I was underage and what have you, but because they knew what I was, so, you know. I'd even give football. I was playing football 5-6 days a week. So that all went to book because I was out drinking, partying, but I was going out for one specific reason, that was stake out. Me in a pain, basically.
Yeah.
I was going out fighting every week, Charlie. Yeah. And I was getting locked up for a week, making myself a regular in Middlesbrough police station, Hartlepool, you know. I was an absolute bastard, but, you know, it's what mental health does to you, and it's what you choose to do after that. Yeah.
How did you overcome that mental health at such an early age to be?
I hope ready for this one. But the image you see now with tattoos.
The tattoos, yeah.
It's long story of self-harming. Most of my tattoos are done through self-harm, and I've done them myself. I bought a tattoo gun because I was sick of cutting myself with razors or whatever I get my hands on. You know, when you're paging, you know, you don't. There's no on-off switch. It just happens, you know. But being in school, I could only put me 100% focus into one lesson. That was always my art. I was always a decent artist, you know. Obviously putting pen to paper, and I thought, you know what, I'm sick of fucking leaving scars on myself and cutting myself, and people asking why I won't do this, why I won't do that, you know. So I bought myself a tattoo gun, and I went into a manic state depression for 4 days, and over 9.5 hours, over 3-4 days, I'd done my full left arm without even knowing, you know. And then it just got further and further through. But then I'd met Sam, my partner who I'm with. I'd met Sam on about 19, 20-year-old, and we were really good friends, like best mates. We were in a couple of months, you know, and we'd sort of like, we had like these massive feelings for each other, you know, like it was like looking across the room at each other and like each other face lighting up. It was lovely, you know, and we ended up sparking a relationship, getting together. Having our first child, Katie, she's 14-year-old now.
Wow.
Beautiful little girl. She's got her own issues, you know, but she's a fighter like her dad. Yeah. You know, and then we've got Riley. Riley's 12. He's diagnosed autistic when he was 2-year-old. But he's my God, he's what a superstar. Obviously, my partner put a post on Facebook this week. Yesterday, I think it was, with Riley playing out with his friends. And that's never been Riley. He's never been the most social kid or the most like outdoorsy kid either, you know. But since he started school, he's just come to shell massively. So as a father and as a mother, we can only be like
You must be really proud of that moment.
Yeah, immensely.
Massively.
Yeah. Yeah, because he was younger than I was when I first took that leap. You know, interviewing Norn, and obviously Norn, what went to school, it's going to be the same outside in everyday normal life, you know, but Riley's stuck in his stride way before I did. And then there's Lexi May, she's my youngest. You've seen Lexi as well.
Yeah, we just seen it, didn't we? Yeah.
I was shouting out the car. She had it, but she didn't see us. Yeah. Well, she's my baby. She's just finished primary school and she's ready to start her adventure hiking still as well with Riley. So
yeah.
Going back to Katie, sorry, Katie doesn't go to school due to mental health issues and really deep-seated mental health issues. Obviously, it's been a massive battle with Katie's mental health. Not Katie per se, but like me and like Katie, she just doesn't know how to filter and process certain emotions and then moods and stuff. So it's very hard for her. And she struggles to go out. She's very, very antisocial. She's more like I was. But even she's getting there now because she's seen this change in me and in her mum as well. Her mum doesn't go to links, but her mum's putting her own work and behind the scenes to get herself headstrong to be in that place where I'm at and to attend links at some point in the future. You know, but Katie she's coming on.
Do you think then that your confidence and your lust for life, because this is why I've only known you been a couple of months and you've grabbed life. Do you think that has rubbed off?
Yeah.
Your daughter, do you think that is rubbing off?
Definitely. I mean, I had her coming to John Dawson's CCA MMA Academy. She came there 2 or 3 times with me, but then it just wore off of her. She couldn't. You could see she didn't want to be there. So obviously, as a father, I stepped in and thought, like, I'm not going to put you through this. You know, you'll do it when you're ready, like I was. Yeah. You know. But yes, my confidence and my new whole perspective of life has rubbed off massively of those at home and people outside of my family circle.
How do you manage your mental health, or do you have the mental health now, or how do you manage that now?
I was on medication and taking, like, obviously receiving help on mental health. I was on sertraline, 150 milligrams a day, and I just felt like it wasn't me. You know, it was making me. I've always been a proactive person. I've always been outdoorsy. You know, I've always been one of the lads, basically. You know, and I felt myself slipping away, and I got deeper and deeper into this black hole where I wasn't doing anything anymore. I wasn't going out. You know, obviously I'm past all that now. So.
Which one? You were slipping away. How did you manage to claw yourself back?
Do you know what it is? Like, I was walking past a charity shop one day, and I saw a pyramid, a set of 3 dumbbells, and I started from there.
Right.
So I bought myself these weights, and then I hadn't used them. They'd been sat at home for maybe a week or 2 before I'd used them. But by this time I'd start using them, I'd walk past the same shop and there was more weights there. So I bought these weights. So I had a certain collection, a certain weight, where I knew I wanted to stop on and start working out. And it developed from there, really, progressed from there.
Am I right? Do you box?
Yes.
Do you box?
It's been a long time since I was last in the ring. But I have just started again, so. And
you've got a fight coming up in September, haven't you?
20th of September in Mayfair.
Because I think we're all coming to watch you, aren't we?
Yes, Craig and Steve secured a table as of last night with Bobby. So he's all coming to see us.
Brilliant. Yeah. Tell us, how did you get to Community Links? How did we get to meet you in there?
It was a while before I would actually physically pull myself in there. You know, but I'd been part of the links for maybe 3 to 4 months prior online. And Craig was on at me all the time. Every Thursday, every Friday, every other week, you know. It was get yourself down to links, mate. You know, you're going to do well in life. You just need that push. You need that fucking direction. You just need to know which way you're going.
He was right.
1,000,000%, you know, and I'll be eternally grateful that Craig what he's done for me and for the fire he has opened up in Essendon. You know, he's fucking absolute spot on.
Yeah.
You know, and along with Steve Keogh's fucking brilliant. It's like being with Craig and Steve, like it's like fucking Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
It really is. Like Delboy and Rodden, like they're brilliant, you know, but they get the job done. They know where they're at in life, and they want to do exactly what I want to do. Now I want to pass my experiences off, you know, but I want to show them that we can get through it. You know, you just need to fight your corner.
Yeah.
And now I've started fighting my corner from my own initiative. I've got people cornering me now as well.
Yeah.
I've got people fighting with me rather than against me. So it's been a massive turnover with community links.
And your massive experience in the mental health field, that lived experience in the mental health field, what you've kindly shared about covering the tattoos, cover the scars, that's going to resonate so much with people. Because I would imagine people would look at you and go, "Oh, man, check him. He looks hard. He looks tough." But little did they know that these are.
Yeah, it really is. I'm like misconceived a lot of the time. Yeah. People are intimidated by me, you know, and I do only have myself to blame. But if people sat and actually had the time to sit and talk to me, you know, I think they'd have a whole new insight.
Yeah.
To me as a person, not just as the lad with tattoos, the cherry trainers, you know, that's not just me. There's a lot more behind the eyes of Rocky.
Yeah. What's your confidence like now?
It's growing stronger and stronger by the day, you know, but that's only because of the hard work and that 110% I put in every day.
What's the hard work like?
Pardon?
Man, what's the hard work like? What do you need to do on a daily basis to get this right?
Just get myself out of bed. Get myself out of bed is a starting point for me, you know, because there's days where I do still have them off days, like everyone else, you know, but there's days where I don't want to pick myself up, you know, but I just think to myself, you did it yesterday, you did it the day before, like, you know, get up. And I just go off the floor, and that's what it is now. I just go off the floor now. It's very rarely I have them days now. You know, I am getting my confidence back. I'm not 100% confident yet, you know, but I'm closer to what I was months ago. Yeah.
What would you say to the Rocky of the past?
Should have grew up a long time ago.
Should have grew up a long time ago.
Should have switched on. Yeah. I always knew I was destined to better things. That was like pulling a plate in front of me when I was younger, you know. I wasn't offered that much on a plate when I was younger. But then the older I got, I start seeing like my self-worth as well a lot more. Do you know what I mean? People obviously always telling me good things about myself, and I should be doing this, I should be doing that. You know, I've had great jobs as a young lad. You know, I've gone from a junior scaffolder to an outdoor activity instructor at Westview Project. You know, I was taking kids, adults, of all abilities and capabilities on days out rock climbing and kayak and canoeing. I love that. You know, but then that's where I took that standstill in life, and mental health came into play massively. You know,
I don't think you'll realise how much of an impact you will have on people with what you have shared in your life story, what you've actually gone through, and the tattoos and masks. I don't think you realise just how much that you're going to speak to the next Rocky of this world.
Well, I've got a few people who do think higher of me than certain people amongst the groups and stuff, you know. I've got new people there who've never been there, you know, and that's down to me, giving them that confidence and that edge to pick themselves up, dust themselves off and go into the centre. You know, yes, it took me longer, but because of where I am now in life, that's rubbed off on certain people in the group who only new to the group last week, but they've been last week and last night as well. As you know, so it's all good things, and that's all Craig and Steve wanted. But it's great to be part of that as well. Yeah.
Rocky, thanks very much for your time. Thanks very much for the interview. You have truly been an inspiring story, mate. Here's a hug.